now news from Pune. In a shocking decision, the juvenile court has said that the Pune Porsche hit-and-run accused won't be tried as an adult. The Juvenile Justice Board rejected plea filed by Pune Police seeking permission to try the killer Brat as an adult who was 17 years old at that time. Pune Police told the court the accused committed a heinous crime, killing 2 people and then trying to tamper with evidence. Remember, the killer Brat was out celebrating exam results by heavy underage drinking when he rammed his father's 2.5 crore electric supercar into a two-wheeler and killed 2 software professionals. Not only this, he also tried to tamper with evidence and his family helped him with it. His blood sample was allegedly swapped with his mother to hide alcohol consumption. Not only that, his family forced the driver to take the blame and even assaulted the driver. This after the teen killer initially got bail with the condition to just write an essay and was even fed pizza at the police station. While the killer Brat's lawyer has welcomed the move, the father of the victim, Anish Awadhiya, lamented the loopholes in the system that allowed the rich to exploit it.
ओम प्रकाश जी, जब आपने सुना कि ये जुवेनाइल की तरह ही इसको ट्राई किया जाएगा, अडल्ट की तरह नहीं, पहला रिएक्शन क्या था आपका? क्योंकि आपकी लड़ाई रही है 1 साल से कि इसको अडल्ट की तरह ट्राई किया जाए।
जी मैम, अपन यही चाहते थे कि इसको एडल्ट की तरह ही ट्रायल किया जाए, लेकिन आपके मीडिया के माध्यम से हमें पता चला है कि इसमें निर्णय ऐसा आया है।
ओम प्रकाश जी, 1 साल हो गया इस बात को। दुनिया शायद आगे चली जाए, पर जो पिता जिसने खोया है अपना बेटा, वो आज भी लड़ाई सिर्फ इस बात पे लड़ रहा है कि कम से कम इसको जस्टिस तो मिले, ये केस तो कम से कम पूरी तरह कंक्लूजन हो। क्या आपको अभी भी उम्मीद है कि वो होगा?
हमें तो ये उम्मीद थी मैम कि जो केंद्र सरकार नियम कानून बनाने वाली थी, जैसे निर्भया केस में हुआ था कि जो 16 साल से 18 साल के बीच में जो ऐसा कृत्य करे, 16 से 18 के बीच में जो ऐसा कृत्य करे, उसके लिए एडल्ट का ही केस चलाया जाए। ऐसा नियम कानून केंद्र सरकार को बनाने का था। हमें यही उम्मीद थी केंद्र सरकार या और सभी जो भी निर्णय होंगे, इस हिसाब से ही निर्णय आएगा।
क्या आपको लगता है जुवेनाइल की तरह अगर इसको ट्राई किया जाए, ये केस होगा, तो इससे आपको शायद न्याय ना मिले? किस बात का डर है आपको, या क्यों आप मानते हैं कि उससे प्रॉब्लम होगा?
मैम, इसके में यदि बालिग का केस ना चलाया जाएगा तो वह तो वैसे ही छूट ही जाना है मैम, उसमें कोई मतलब नहीं निकलता मैम करने का। हम लोग तो उम्मीद बहुत लगाए हुए थे, जबकि ये शिंदे जी भी थे, मुख्यमंत्री शिंदे जी ने बोला था फास्ट ट्रैक में केस चलाया जाए। अभी तक कुछ वो नहीं हो पा रहा मैम, तो हमें बहुत उम्मीद थी कि इनके ऊपर जो है बालिग का ही केस चलेगा, बालिग का ही केस चलने का था।
क्या आपको लगता है कि इसमें किसी तरह का कोई गलती या किसी तरह का कोई मैनिपुलेशन हुआ है? क्योंकि हमने देखा इस केस में स्टार्टिंग से ही पैसा, मनी और पावर जो थी उसका बहुत मिसयूज हुआ था।
जी मैम, ये तो आप भी देखें, पूरे मीडिया में दिखाया गया था कि सुबह जैसे एक्सीडेंट होता है तो बच्चे को ना देखने के उसमें जो कृत्य किया है उसके लिए सब कुछ लेके जाते हैं, उसको बचाने के लिए जाते हैं, खाने पीने के लिए व्यवस्था के लिए जाते हैं। तो आप समझ सकते हैं कि दबाव कितना था। अब गवर्नमेंट का कहें, जिसका काफी दबाव थे इनके ऊपर।
अवाधिया जी, आप इस बात पे आज हमें बताएं, 12 महीने हो जाते हैं एक परिवार को, तो किस तरह से आपके परिवार ने ये 1 साल जिया है, किस तरह से लड़ाई लड़ी है?
मैम, 1 साल तो हमारे लिए इतना दुखदाई हुआ, कुछ कहने को नहीं। हम लोग इतना लड़ाई लड़े हैं कि सभी जगह जानकारी लेते रहे, लेकिन कुछ जानकारी अच्छे से निकलने के नहीं आ पाई है। अब देखिए, अंत में आप लोगों के माध्यम से पता चल रहा है कि इसके नाबालिग का केस चलाया जाएगा।
And now shocking news from Odisha, where a student died after self-immolation over harassment. A 20-year-old B.Ed student at Fakir Mohan Autonomous College in Odisha set herself on fire outside the principal's office after alleged sexual harassment by her professor. She suffered 95% burns and died after 3 days in the ICU at EAM S Bhubaneswar. Police arrested the accused professor and the principal for negligence and abetment. Her mortal remains have reached her home. Odisha Chief Minister Mohan Charan Majhi has announced an ex gratia payment of 20 lakh rupees from the Chief Minister's Relief Fund for the family. A statewide Odisha bandh has been called by the Congress and the coalition opposition on 17th of July. Protests erupted outside the hospital. Students demanded strict action and an independent probe. They held government accountable for delays. Balasore horror, politics is also brewing. Congress is slamming BJP for injustice to the Balasore victim. The victim had filed multiple complaints with the college principal, but no action was taken against the HOD, who was sexually harassing her. Former Odisha Chief Minister called it a planned injustice, stating that a failed system took her life. He said BJP's system should have helped her rather than remaining silent. He also called it gross negligence by the state government and described it as institutional betrayal. Leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi slammed the BJP government. He said the victim's kin is fighting for justice, but BJP is ignoring all pleas. He added that the victim should have been heard, but instead was harassed and ignored. Rahul Gandhi accused BJP of shielding the accused and said this is not suicide but organized murder. He also called out Prime Minister Modi's silence on this issue. Meanwhile, Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan slammed Rahul Gandhi, saying Congress is politicizing the issue and should not be taken seriously. He added that Rahul's remarks show his petty mindset.
बड़ी दुखद की घटना है कि हम लोग सब उनको डॉक्टर लोगों ने 3 दिन से जी तोड़ मेहनत कर रहे थे। दिल्ली की एम्स की सराहना पे चिकित्सा भी हो रही थी, लेकिन हम सब मिलके भी उनको बचा नहीं पाए। ओडिशा की एक बेटी ने जिस किस्म की बलिदान दी है, इसमें जो भी इन्वॉल्व है सरकार उनके ऊपर कठोर कार्यानुष्ठान करेगी। अभी तो दोनों जेल में हैं जिसके नाम पे आई है, लेकिन जो कंप्लेन कमेटी है जो भी तदंत में जो भी सामने आएंगे उनके ऊपर कठोर कार्यानुष्ठान होगा।
Despite of all the attempts made by the doctors of the Bhubaneswar AIIMS and the doctors across the country who are the best in the profession in different AIIMS and different hospitals of the country, but the doctors could not save the patient. She just passed away. This is a very sad moment for all of us who are like emotionally attached with the patient and her family since last few days and even before that.
कोई नहीं सुना तो उसने एक वीडियो रिकॉर्डिंग किया। वीडियो रिकॉर्डिंग करके उसने उसे छोड़ा। पूरे राज्य में वो चला गया है, लेकिन सरकार का कान क्यों? कौन लगता था उनका? वो एचओडी और प्रिंसिपल कौन है उनके? वो भी उनके एपीबीबी के कैडर थे। एचओडी और प्रिंसिपल को बचाने के लिए आपने उस बच्ची का जान ले लिया। आप अपराधी हैं, आप किलर हैं, आपको सत्ता में बने रहने का कोई अधिकार नहीं। इसीलिए हमने रेजिग्नेशन मांग किया है। एजुकेशन मिनिस्टर, एमपी, एमएलए, ये तीनों का रेजिग्नेशन होना चाहिए और ये एमपी और एमएलए और मिनिस्टर को तीनों को उनकी पार्टी दंड देना चाहिए, उनको पार्टी से निकालना चाहिए।
Fight has started and we need to stand by her. We need to fight for her till she gets justice, her family gets justice, till all the women in Odisha get justice. And this government, if they have little shame and they accept the mistake, the chief minister should resign immediately, as well as immediate judicial inquiry should be started. Along with that, the Prime Minister of India, when you are always tweeting about wishes and everything, it's a responsibility to answer to 4.5 crore Odia why this situation has happened.
And now a chilling UAE murder-suicide case. The death of a 32-year-old woman from Kerala and her 1.5-year-old daughter in their apartment in the UAE has deeply shocked the community. A dowry torture case has been registered against the husband, Nidhish, as well as the father-in-law and sister-in-law. According to the FIR, the victim was tortured by her husband, who was reportedly jealous of her fair complexion. The victim was forcibly tonsured by her husband to make her look unattractive. She was also molested by her father-in-law with the husband's consent. The victim was physically assaulted when she questioned her husband about his illicit affairs. After enduring repeated abuse, the victim killed her 1.5-year-old daughter and then died by suicide.
ഇപ്പോഴാണ് എന്റെ കുഞ്ഞിന്റെ ആ വീഡിയോ കാണുന്നത്. അതിപ്പോ ഞാൻ അവിടെ ചെന്നിട്ടുണ്ടെന്ന് എനിക്കറിയാം. എന്റെ മോള് ബാത്റൂമിൽ ഇരിക്കുകയാണ്. ബാത്റൂമിലിട്ട് അവളെ പൂട്ടിയിട്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ്. സാർ നോക്കാം, ദയനീയമായിട്ട് അവളെ കരയുന്ന ആ ബാത്റൂമിനകത്തിരുന്ന ബാത്റൂമിന്റെ ബാത്ത് ടപ്പിന്റെ സൈഡിലാണ് എന്റെ മോളിരിക്കുന്നത്. അവള് ദയനീയമായിട്ട് തുറന്നു വിടാൻ പറയുന്ന ആളൊക്കെയാണ് കരയുന്നത്. അത് നോക്കി നോക്കി എനിക്ക് ഹൃദയം പൊടിയുന്നു മോനെ. എന്തോ മോളെ ഈ മാതിരിയാക്കി അവര് ഒരു കാരണവശാലും വെറുതെ വിട്ടത്. എന്റെ നാട്ടിൽ കൊണ്ടുവന്നില്ലെങ്കിൽ അവിടെ തക്കതായ ശിക്ഷ കൊടുക്കണേ. അതല്ലാതെ പറ്റത്തില്ല. എന്റെ മോക്ക് ശാന്തി കിട്ടണം. കാര്യം നിങ്ങൾ ആ ഫോട്ടോ ഒന്ന് നോക്ക്.
A big relief for Kerala nurse Nimisha Priya, an Indian nurse convicted of murdering a Yemeni national, Talal Abdul Mahdi, whose execution in Yemen, originally scheduled for July 16th, has been postponed. Sources indicate that the Indian government's persistent efforts to intervene in the case have borne fruit. Since the beginning, the government of India has been providing all possible assistance and in recent days intensified its efforts to secure more time to allow Nimisha Priya's family and the opposing party to reach a mutually agreeable solution. Despite the complexities involved, Indian officials maintained regular communication with the local jail authorities and the prosecutor's office, resulting in the successful postponement of the execution. Nimisha, an Indian nurse convicted of murdering Yemeni national Talal Abdul Mahdi, is likely to be executed, was earlier slated to be executed on July 16, but now this execution has been postponed, although we do not know till when. Now, there are not going to be any more backbenchers in Tamil Nadu. The Tamil Nadu government has announced that traditional backbencher seating in classrooms will be replaced with a new arrangement where students will sit in a U shape. This new setup aims to help teachers maintain a better eye contact, monitor students more effectively, reduce hierarchical barriers and encourage greater interaction between students and teachers. It will be introduced on a pilot basis and expanded depending on its success. The number of students in each class will vary based on room size. Emphasizing inclusivity, the government stated that every student's voice should be heard and seen, and that learning should be more of a conversation than a lecture. A Malayalam children's film, which inspired students to adopt circular seating, is behind the idea. And the idea promoting equal learning without back or front benchers has been implemented in about 7 schools in Kerala already, and 1 in Punjab, mainly in classes with fewer than 20 students, although there has been pushback by the opposition parties in Kerala regarding this seating arrangement.
Guess what? There's going to be no more backbencher or front benchers in Tamil Nadu schools. We're reporting from one of such schools in Chennai's Egmore. It's called the Presidency Girls School, where you can see that the seating arrangement is U-shaped, or rather PA-shaped in Tamil script. The idea behind this kind of seating arrangement is to eradicate the whole concept of who's a front bencher, who's a back bencher, and we believe this also makes it easier for the teachers to maintain eye contact with each and every student. Having a seating arrangement of this manner promotes interaction, enhances surveillance and monitoring between teachers and students, and that helps foster learning and interaction, and helps build a sense of connection between the student and the teacher. This particular seating arrangement model will be implemented across the state of Tamil Nadu. Of course, this will depend on the student strength and the size of classroom, which will vary from classroom to classroom. But for now, this is in pilot mode, which seems to be far more effective than the row-type seating arrangement. With camera person Daniel, I'm Aga Keshav reporting for India Today from Chennai.
അത് എല്ലാവർക്കും മാഷിനെ ഒരേപോലെ കാണാൻ സാധിക്കും. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ മാഷ് പറയുന്നത് കേൾക്കാനും സാധിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. പിന്നെ ഇതിനു മുമ്പ് ബെഞ്ച് ഇട്ടപ്പോൾ ബാക്കിലുള്ളവർക്ക് മുമ്പ് ബോർഡിൽ എഴുതിയൊന്നും കാണാൻ സാധിക്കില്ല. ഇപ്പം എനിക്ക് നല്ല കംഫർട്ട് തോന്നുന്നുണ്ട്. മാഷിൻ്റെ ഐഡിയ എനിക്ക് ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടു.
A SpiceJet flight from Delhi to Mumbai witnessed chaos on board. On Monday, the flight was delayed for a few minutes and passengers were kept inside the plane. First, flyers complained that the AC was switched off. Tensions escalated and some passengers began abusing the flight attendant. Things got out of hand when two passengers attempted to forcibly approach the cockpit while the aircraft was taxiing. The flight was scheduled to depart at 12:30 in the afternoon and was preparing for takeoff when the incident occurred. According to the statement issued by SpiceJet, the passengers caused a disruption on board and ignored repeated instructions from the cabin crew, fellow passengers and the captain to return to their seats. After the passengers tried to enter the cockpit, they were handed over to the CISF and subsequently arrested.
You cannot stop a plane like this. This is illegal.
Exactly.
You cannot stop a plane.
Exactly.
Listen, you call CISF. What they're doing. और जिनको नहीं उतारना उनको उतारना थी. जिनको नहीं जाना.
External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, on his first visit to China in 5 years, met Chinese President Xi Jinping. On the sidelines of the SCO summit, both leaders discussed a range of issues. External Affairs Minister spoke candidly about China blocking Indian businesses. He said China must avoid trade restrictions and roadblocks it has imposed on India. He also stressed the need to normalize people-to-people exchanges to boost cooperation and mutual interest. EAM was referring to China's control over rare earth material exports to India. This export curb poses a threat to India's EV sector. It has also blocked tunnel boring machines, which is crucial for the Indian bullet train project. China has restricted high-tech civilian machinery exports and imposed bureaucratic hurdles on Indian businesses operating in China.
As neighboring nations and major economies in the world today, there are various facets and dimensions of our ties. Measures towards normalizing our people-to-people exchanges can certainly foster mutually beneficial cooperation. It is also essential in this context that restrictive trade measures and roadblocks are avoided. I hope to discuss these issues with you in further detail.